Hey, well, good afternoon. Okay. Just in case you have question why in the world I went live last time, well, the reason I did that is, well, I have two reasons for that. Because currently, well, not currently, just this week, I'm taking a course that requires me to create a video. It's a ongoing course with Coursera that requires me to create a video. So to create a video, I have to create a pitch basically. So that's my assignment in Coursera. It's a pitch on personal challenge. So just in case if you saw that video and you feel like what are you talking about? Well, that's my Coursera assignment. And why Instagram live? That's the other reason. So the first one, I have to comply with my Coursera assignment because the course from HEC Paris, it's my HEC Paris assignment, requires me to create a pitch. So I have to do a video. That's one. The second reason why Instagram live, just to for you to understand my strategy right now. Uh, I'm not bashing anything. It's just that my internet here in this building, I will not mention anymore what service is that. Basically, the internet speed here in the building that I belong to, in this condominium building, would you would be surprised. The internet speed is only 3 Mbps. 3. No joke. No kidding. 3 Mbps. So before, when I get to upload when I get to upload a video assignment for Coursera, every time I get to upload a video assignment in Coursera, even though it's below 10 minutes, even though it's below 10 minutes, it will take me 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours to upload it in YouTube. The reason for that is because the internet speed in this building is only 3 Mbps. So if I get to make a video assignment for Coursera with the course, I have to upload it in the YouTube. It will take, for a 10-minute video or less, a 10-minute video or less will take 3 hours to 4 hours to be uploaded in YouTube. So that's how long it is because of 3 Mbps. So that's the two reasons. So just in case you saw the IG Live recently. Oh, the reason why IG Live, because this is what I discovered. Every time I do an IG Live of a video, and I save it to my gadget, that assignment, that video or assignment, the file, the size of the file will only be small. So something I discovered. So the reason why I do IG Live is because the video that I'll be making, it will allow the size of the video to be small. So because it's small, it's easier to upload. So this week, if you saw the video again, sorry, it's a assignment from Coursera. Just in case you feel like what in the world I'm talking about, it's a personal challenge pitch, and because of that, I have to IG Live to ensure the size of the file becomes small so that I can easily upload it in the YouTube. So, but for this live right now, well, basically this video right now, my question here is, before I ask this question, basically the question is, what's your end game? But before that, this situation that we're in right now, whether you are familiar with it or not, but I think you should be familiar with our situation right now, because this situation that we're in is true to everyone in any parts of the globe. You can see the same situation in Ireland, the same situation will be seen in Germany, even in Philadelphia, USA. You can see this in Middle East. Basically, the situation that we're in right now is true to all. So no one is exempted. The only time that you will be exempted from this, is if you are in a blip. All of a sudden I thought of that. The only time that you will be exempted from this ongoing situation, this pandemic, is if you're in a blip. What do I mean? What do I mean about blip? It came to my mind because, you know, I do not know if you have watched WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They kind of mentioned about the blip. Basically, it's something that you will understand if you get to watch the Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Because in the Avengers Infinity War, Thanos was able to collect all of the stones. Basically, I forgot what stones are those. All of the stones, and he has the Infinity Gauntlet, and he was able to snap, and half of mankind disappeared. So that's what he did, and that was in the Avengers Infinity Wars in 2018. And fast forward to Avengers Infinity Wars, Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. The setting of the stories in the story of the Avengers Endgame, it was already fast forward to 5 years. 5 years later. So basically, the Infinity Wars is 2018, but the Endgame is 2023. So that's the storyline. And in the Endgame, they were able to gather those Infinity Stones. I remember now. Infinity Stones. They were able to collect it, and they have the gauntlet. And Hulk offered himself to make the snap, and those people who disappeared appeared again. So if you get to watch it, that's the blip. The blip is basically because of what Thanos did in the Infinity Wars. People disappeared. Half of them, half of mankind. And fast forward to the Endgame, which is 2023. They made the snap again, and people reappeared. Those disappeared reappeared. So the blip there is the 5 year span where the people were gone. That's the blip. People were gone for 5 years. That's the blip. So if you think of our situation right now, the only time you will be in a blip is the only time you will be in a blip is the only time you'll be in a blip is the only time you are exempted from the situation. The only time you are exempted to the situation. I'm having mental block right now. The only time that you are exempted from the pandemic or situation if you are in a blip, but that's not a reality anyway. So, in relation to the end game, that's why our episode, this video is, what's your end game? What's your end game? What's your goal? What's your end game? What's your goal? So I have questions. What's your end game? And this is a play of word. I'm using the word end game with a play of word by adding a few letters in front. What's your end game? What's your goal? Is it a trend game? What do you mean by trend game? Are you the kind of person who wants to be in the trend? Because everyone's doing it, I'll be doing it also. Are you that kind of person? Trend game? Is that your end game? Trend game? Because everyone's doing it, you're also doing it? Trend game. Is it a friend game? F-R-I-N game? Friend game? Is it a friend game? You want to be friends with everyone. You want to have more connections, more friends, because that's your personality. That's your end game. I want to do friend game. I want to make more friends, more connections. Or is this your end game? Is it bend game? What do you mean by bend game? The way I will define it is shortcuts. Instant, just like in this day and age. You want everything instant, fast food, instant coffee, instant noodles. You want everything fast. Just like I remember the illustration of if people play Candy Crush, they cannot even wait for 30 minutes. They find that waiting for 30 minutes very long. So are you the kind of person who is a bend game, who plays bend game? You like shortcuts. You want everything to be fast because you don't like waiting. You want shortcuts. Waiting is not an option. Is it Endgame? Or is this your end game? Is it land game? Land game. What do you mean by land game? The way I will define it is this. Do you like doing good to other people because you want them to owe you something? The reason why I'm good to this person because I want something back from that person. This person owes me something now because I did something good to him. I did something good to her. I want something back from her or something back from him. Lend game. The reason why we are doing good things to others is it's something you lend because you want something back. Is that your end game? Lend game? So what's your end game? Is it friend game? Is it friend game? Is it bend game? Is it lend game? But there's another possible, and this is something I get to remember. Is it what's your end game? Is it send game? Is it send game? You know, when I was reading Isaiah, when the Trinity, the Holy Triunity were talking to each other, they're asking, whom shall we send? Who will go before us? Then Isaiah presented himself, here am I, send me. You know, this situation that we're in can paralyze us. Because think about it. Enhanced community quarantine happened again recently. That's a lockdown. In some parts of the globe, it's lockdown, and some parts of the globe, there are lockdowns right now. So, and you feel like you can't do anything about the situation. You feel paralyzed. And that's why if you get to watch the video earlier this week, basically my personal challenge is this. There's this possible project. Basically, I'm working on two possible projects right now. One is we are about to launch a job search website where we're putting together small and medium enterprises here in the Philippines, across Philippines, who are looking for people that can work for them. So just imagine this year 4.2 million Filipinos lost their jobs, and I saw an opportunity to help this. And someone asked me, how do you earn from it? It's not a business. I told them, hey, this is a ministry. This is an advocacy. This is a ministry. I will not earn from it because if there's something I can give to the society, a simple thing like this is something I can help to others also. So it's about to be launched. Hopefully, if not this week, this month. We're targeting this month. So we already have some companies posting their job openings there. So one of them is down south in the Philippines. It's in Davao City. So quite excited. Something I'm excited about. Something I can help my fellow Filipinos. Second is another possible project is the TV project. TV project. Tomorrow I have an interview with a government official. So it's a pre-recorded interview tomorrow. And next Wednesday, I'll be interviewing someone I've heard speak in events here in the Philippines. He's very much involved with Hollywood. So this personal challenge that I did as a video pitch, as assignment, Coursera assignment, basically this project is a TV project, a TV segment, TV related project. Probably that's the safest word, TV related project. That's why watch out for that edge exclusive. That's the title, edge exclusive. So but I realize I can choose to be paralyzed by the situation, but I can also choose to do something about the situation. I believe our Creator God has a plan for us. He has a plan for us that He can use us. That just like I say, here am I, send me. Anything to accomplish your purpose. So that's why, is it send game? Is your end game? a send game is something for us to reflect. You know, there's this guy that I've been reading this week. His name is Hezekiah. Hezekiah. The reason why it stick to me is this. When he was the king of Israel, a threat came. A threat came that made him paralyzed, that he has no option but to pray and ask God for help. And true enough, he did his best to prepare for the war, but God sent an angel. God literally sent an angel to kill the 185,000 soldiers of the Assyrian regime, Assyrian kingdom. So Hezekiah, he was paralyzed, but he prayed and he did something. He still prepared for the war. He really prepared, but God's answer is an angel. And you can also read that in Isaiah, actually. The reason why it speaks to me Hezekiah is this. The reason it speaks to me Hezekiah is he was about to die. He was about to die. He was about to die. You know, when I was reading his story, he became the king of Israel at the age of 29 and he died at the age of 54. He reigned for 25 years. He died at 54. But somewhere along in his life, he was about to die. He was about to die, basically. But God just granted his prayer that please have mercy on me, extend my life. So basically, make it short, his life was extended by 15 years. So look, he died at 54. So he was sick at the age of 39. Just imagine, at the age of 39, he was about to die, but God graciously allowed him to live 15 years more. But those 15 years were the worst decisions of his life. It was the worst decisions of his life. He made a lot of mistakes. And the reason why I thought about that is because, well, before that, another person, but I'll just share about him. Josiah, later on, he became the king of Israel. He was anointed king at the age of 8. But he died at the age of 39. Hezekiah was about to die at the age of 39, but life extended by 15 years. But for Josiah, he died at the age of 39. The reason why I'm sharing that is because I'm 38 years old right now. I'm healthy. You know, just going back, I'm healthy by God's grace. But the point is this, I'm 38. And it made me reflect what kind of choices I've been making with my life. Because these two people, Josiah died at 39, Hezekiah was about to die, but 15 years more were added to him. It allowed me to reflect what kind of decisions I'll be making with my life right now. You know, this pandemic will make you reflect about your decisions in life. You know why? Because you cannot even do an autopilot mode right now. Unlike before, because everything before is so normal, you can do all your routine as if you don't need to think about it. But today, you have to figure out what's going to happen tomorrow, what you're going to do tomorrow. You cannot even plan ahead of it. You cannot even plan a vacation because you do not know, all of a sudden there will be another lockdown, you cannot travel anymore. But this pandemic slows us down so that we can reflect about our lives. That's why, going back, what's your end game? What's your goal? Is it a trend game? You just want to do because everyone's doing it? That's the cool thing to do? Is it a friend game? You want to be friends with everyone? Or is it a band game? You hate waiting? You dislike waiting? That's why you want to take shortcuts? You want to bend the rules? Or is it a land game? The reason why you're doing good to others is because you want them to do something back to you, that you owe me something, like that? Or is it a send game? Just like Isaiah, here am I, send me. The reason why please watch out. Especially, we have partnered with Light TV as we launch this job career site to help Filipinos who need jobs right now. Especially, these are small and medium enterprises that can provide employment. And next is this TV project, well, TV related project that is about to be seen soon. So that has been my personal challenge. Instead of this pandemic will not paralyze me, but this pandemic will make me reflect of what I should do with my life and what I should do next. And from there, I will decide. And from there, I will take the best decision where I can make the most impact. So, thank you for listening, and I hope this helps. Good afternoon.